And we're live in 5, 4, 3, 2, and hit transition. Hello. Hello.
Howdy.
Wait, did I unmute everything? Yes I did. Okay, cool. Um, so without much
Only the highest quality stream preparation here.
preparation.
Crocodile. Crocodile, crocodile.
Knee socks stays best girl. But yes, hello, Ravid, hello, Snicketch. We're doing more Rogue Trader talks because I just want to show you all something on a character. I just want to show you all something on a character.
Also, we're going to be making a encounter live.
Yes.
Exciting stuff.
And Reg, you have 0 stakes in this, therefore you get to suggest stuff, you madman.
Perfect.
Yeah, anything bad happening here that won't detriment you in slightest.
I also have the benefit of being the layman, which means I will be asking questions, which is useful if anyone else doesn't know anything.
Here, do you know anything about this?
But of course.
So you know what? So for those of you who watch these streams of us just yapping about Rogue Trader, we've been making fourth dimensional hypercube strip poker jokes.
Jokes, you're funny.
And it's gotten to the point where at least 4 characters in the list have a dual disc.
This all started because I made a 5Ds joke, I want you to know, everyone.
Only because it was a 5Ds joke did I go all in. I want you to know.
Uh, 5D's nuts.
Fuck, that didn't move that into the uploads. Hold on. Of course, Jahak Atlas has one.
Don't ask why we have one.
Don't I? Oh, right. I'm gonna tell everyone the story of Jack Atlas in this campaign.
Oh god. Oh god.
So an immortal woke up, and we made a 5Ds joke, and I told the player who plays a Necron. Is it new page 1?
Yeah, it's a new page.
Here you go. Play with the image.
Alright, cool, I will fix this while you talk. Go do thing.
But
Go
yeah, to
do
go
a
back to
crime.
the space map so people can look at the pretty space map, while you set that up. Oh, wait, no,
Go
that's
ahead,
still the
Dalton.
defensive Mundastaro. Never mind. Sector map.
We have a lot of maps, everyone.
Mapping is a huge part of the Rogue Trader game series. The southern half of this sector is starting to get pretty fleshed out, all things said.
I know, like, one planet there.
You've been here.
I have to wait for the stream to show me where you're clicking.
Oh, right, I can just share screen those, can't I?
That would be very helpful, yeah. Alright, give me something to work with. So where was Bortolone?
Right there.
Ah, it is no longer right there.
Yeah. And after 9 years of real space time, but about a month of warp time, you're going to about there for your Dark Heresy party.
Yeah.
But anything that's taking on is taking place like here with the Rogue Trader party. So
I'm glad I'm nowhere near them.
yeah,
It's probably for the best.
absolutely. And for
Oh,
other
you'll probably
reference,
hear about us.
here's where the Death Watch station is.
Ah,
Wait, wasn't it,
Inquisition Glory Hall.
yes, I was gonna say, wasn't it there?
That's what I was pinging.
Okay, for context for you, Red. We all went to the system, we rolled the system live, and it was like the most worst system you could ever imagine. And we were just like, we're gonna just sell this to the Inquisition. So we did.
And your Inquisitor purchased it when I asked him.
well, the important thing is, our base is on the Copper Compulsion.
Yes. This is
I don't
technically
have to
just a
go there.
chapter base. Death Watch, this is
Yeah,
just a Death
I don't
Watch
have to have
base.
anything to do with that horrible system.
All you know is Death Watch is in that system. You don't know anything else.
I don't need to.
You're not even Ordo Xenos. Knowing Death Watch is in Sector... Well, come on, it's the Inquisition. Of course Death Watch is around. You just gotta look hard enough. That you have
I
the
mean, I've
general
seen them
direction of the
before on my
Death
previous
Watch
job.
is well within your clearance, but already slightly above your clearance.
I mean, I definitely saw them last case.
You're allowed to know of their existence. And where they are. Kinda. Vaguely.
If I see them.
Yes. Speaking of, would you like to see the, uh... Ah, yes, the Von Kellogg family.
There's so fucking many of them.
Right.
This one is your Inquisitor.
It's okay. It won't be for long.
Don't
Look, with how
worry, the
many
sibling who likes him the least has forcibly snuck her way into the B team.
Oh, I've already come up with the perfect way I want it to happen when we get rid of him. I thought of a way that'd be peak fucking cinema.
Oh?
You know that funky new eye you gave me?
Yeah.
Walk up to him, express my discontent while using it, and then snap my fingers and just say, take the shot. Cercia fires.
Ah, yes, the new eye from your cell directive. Also, she has governor traits, since she's from a rogue trader family.
she's also incredibly goddamn young, so
They're 19. They'll be fine. They'll be 19 by the time they join the party.
fair enough.
Which will be at the end of the upcoming time skip.
This is true. We've had to have another time skip due to events.
The time skip had great consequences for me personally.
Yeah, me too. We also got Jahak Cartographer, a new cryptech of the Ner Dynasty Quartz, with his hyperphase dual disc. No, I am not joking when I say the words hyperphase dual disc. Don't worry, he
I'd be
has a
disappointed if you
motorcycle. He
were.
will have a motorcycle too.
Perfect.
I made one joke, and this is what happened.
You better get Raul a motorcycle for speed duels.
Oh, I
You
did
f-
watch one episode of 5Ds actually, because I saw the motorcycle duel.
That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know.
All you need to know is card games on motorcycles.
Card games on motorcycles.
Card games on motorcycles. Could I show them Raul
You know,
War's dual disc?
sure. You know what I do want to do?
Mm-hmm.
If he wouldn't get a bike. Do you know what he'd do?
Hmm?
He gets something rare. He get a pimped out land speeder.
Yes. Yes. I want you to know. Saoirse doesn't need a bike. She's just gonna start running.
I've seen that stat block. It's terrifying.
With how far and quickly she's capable of running, she can move with vehicles for speed duels.
Also, since you've mentioned it now, you want to spook Red here with someone you could potentially meet?
Who should I spook Red with?
Oh, you know, because you mentioned it.
Ah, yeah, this is someone you can potentially meet.
I assume that's a really bad thing to have happen.
Depends.
Well, their
I've
Alpha
seen that.
Legion is the good news. The bad news is their Alpha Legion.
I've seen that token. That that's
It's a
that's not
faction
a good
leader.
thing.
If you're there, you're gonna want to try and parley, because anyone who's a faction leader at least has the attempt to parley ability.
Good to know.
You can always attempt parleying with a leader, because most leaders aren't idiots who just slam the attack button all day.
Unless you're a coordinate leader, where
Or
you get the
minced.
special trait.
Or a cornate, yeah. Or an orc.
No, coordinate.
Attacking and diplomacy are the same thing for them.
Well, no, they have the special rule. Good fight ? Where they remove the diplomacy tag, and they just get the I attack face down.
Yes. They slammed their
Also,
head into the button on the ship that rams the ship.
I have made the map.
Ah, yes, ah, yes.
Just rotate it a tad, because it looks a little better from this angle.
Do you want to be really spicy, or do you want to give the party a chance?
Red, I defer to you.
From what I've heard about the issues with their power level, I think giving them an encounter where the correct answer is flee would do a good job of humbling them's not the right word, but it would make them be a little bit more tactical, and they'll have to think, is this going to be another encounter that is beyond us? I think it would be good for them to learn that they are not the strongest thing around.
You say that, and then most of them can take on greater demons individually. But
Now,
it would be
I
good
did
to
attempt.
drive home the idea that they're not a combined force. However, this is not the place where they can afford to do that.
And they don't even have the full assets of their dynasty assets.
Sag.
Right, hang on. Tell you what. Switch to the current map we're on, just to show red. So on this map here, this is all we got. That's it.
This was 2
Don't even count
rounds.
the Eldar.
This was 2 rounds and filled to the brim with enemies at the start,
Oh,
including 2 demon princes. Do you want to see the total amount of casualties?
yes.
That's it.
Hmm.
Sorry, not the enemy
So it might be.
casualties. The enemy casualties were near total.
So it'd be a little bit difficult to give them an encounter where fleeing is the correct option.
The issue is, I did try to do something like that initially with Ren. It just didn't work out the way we wanted.
So instead, we're going to have civilians. And however
Yeah,
many
Speaking of,
that's
the more dead civilians, the better it is for Slanesh.
yeah. I think that'd be a good way to do it. Is restrict them by like turning it into one of those XCOM missions where you have to rescue the civilian.
Hey, Dark, I can make this insanely disgusting.
oh jeez, before you do any further, I believe we're gonna determine how beaten back the Exodites are on this front.
Yeah.
In particular, should probably determine that right now,
Roll
just
for
so we know how much
Slanesh.
we're gonna play with. All right. What dice do you want?
A D100.
If there's a 6 at any point, it's bad.
Yes. The Exodites are actually kind of holding their own here. This one conscript that was forcibly conscripted by their leader has actually been doing really well in attempts to save his own ass, and they have been holding the line by a whole of 2% on this front as a result.
You know I need to put him on the map on this front now.
He was already gonna be.
Oh god, now we have to explain to Red and everyone. Okay, so I have a backup character that I've been playing throughout the course of this section of the journey, because my main character was currently in a coma due to events. So one day I decided randomly, before I even had this backup character, to just roleplay as a Drukari just to help out Ren, and apparently everyone liked my Drukari impression and said, you should play a Drukari, and I was like, bet, sure, why not? So I played a Drukari. Ren, would you like to describe the ballad of the funny Drukari from your experience?
Ah, yes. Carrot Cans, a majestic man. My words unfortunately cannot do him justice, as I am setting up zones and areas of. Actually, roll me 1d4. Roll me 2d4.
2d4.
Yes.
5.
Okay. Okay. 3 and 2. Got it.
If you want to start working on stuff, then I will try and tell it. Okay, so Carrot Cans, or as he's nicknamed, or Karazhan is his actual name, He is a funny Drukari that is a trueborn. You know, the most Nepo of Nepo babies in the Drukari. He is also in a very complicated relationship with one of the Eldar backup characters as well, as they are technically both brothers. And let's put it like this, the Eldar in question is from a craft world that hates the Drukari, yet his brother is a Drukari.
The fact I imagine they're not particularly pleased with.
Now, they would have had the chance to do something about it, but this little shit decided to pull a fast one on the craft world and, rescue Mumsy in quotations. She rescued
And what
her
does that
mom.
mean?
He rescued her mom. His mom.
Because remember, the mom was the one that decided to say fuck it and fuck off to Komorov for a bit. But you know. So I want you to imagine every horrible thing of a Drukari. Yes, I do it. It's funny. A lot of the funny things I have done throughout this entire Oregon Trail, as I have consistently got nobles killed, got nobles to indulge a little too much, completely disregard their lives, make fancy tailored coats, make a coat gang with said nobles. I have just brought out the worst in people. However, my
As
crowning
the
achievement,
Shikari are known to do.
but my creme de la cristance, my best moment, Red, was put gaslighting the Pharaoh, or i.e. Charles, into wearing a fursuit.
I have heard about that incident and what happened immediately after.
We all remember the tales of Captain Fuzzy Wuggles.
And immediately gets attacked on sight, and the fucking shield activates.
Hey, Dark. Hey, Dark.
Hi,
Check
hi.
the north half of the map.
There's a lot of squares.
Do you see the text in the squares?
Let me zoom in. Ah, shit. Pushing the limits of this fucking. I see you want to recreate the third mission from Dawn of War 1. Gotcha.
Well, it's like them to come in through the back door, ain't it?
You made sure this is on the GM layer, right?
Yeah, I'm on GM layer. Look.
Okay, no, just needed to check, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just, you know.
Yeah. I haven't changed
So what's the
layers.
blue... So what's the blue box for?
Webway gate. It's
Send me
AKA
in as the
target.
send me in as the person who's there just to make sure everything is on the correct layers.
It is. I can guarantee it.
Alright, time to decorate the map full of
Yeah, it's on
enemies.
GM layer.
Coas. Oh god, I forgot about you. I entirely forgot you added this fucking character, Red.
Ah.
The fucking nomad. The wanderer.
am gonna have to do a... I'll put this on GM layer as well. What? What do you want? My cat's here, everybody. He keeps scratching up my leg.
He just excited.
Yeah, he's in a playful mood. Unfortunately, I'm doing work. So
Also,
he can
your
be
wife
damn
is
patient.
here. The wife TM is here.
Wife!
She finished painting the spec cops. That's probably why.
Ah, yes, she finished painting her space cops.
What's this triangle for, Ren?
I just wrote it down in it.
Oh, horrifying.
Let's see. Chaos. Okay. I guess we're doing tabletop rules now.
No, the party can start anywhere on the map. They don't know where the chaos decides to manifest. That's just the initial, sorry, I should say initial COAS manifestation zone.
Oh, I thought they were gonna break into the city, but I guess they're just gonna be able to get into the city
Oh,
first.
they're actively breaking in.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. All right, so let's grab this little beaut of a demon. Yeah, yeah, they would. This is an absolute shitlord. Out there.
From the south.
All right.
All right, you see what I wrote there?
You know I need to zoom in every time. God damn it.
Sorry, manifestations will start beginning after the first of the Eldar are evacuated. Like the very first one.
I see.
You know.
So, Ren,
Mm-hmm.
we want to up the ante, right?
Yes.
We're upping the ante. It is time for a horde of demonettes.
Wonderful.
I
Not
just wanted on a
magnitude
record vote, by the
66,
way.
and instead magnitude 60. Hath thou no shame?
I just wanted on a record vote. If at any point you wish to defer to me, my answer will always be, if it's bad for the party, yes.
Okay.
Given I'm basically, I'll tell you for free, given I've woken up my main character and they lightly have their battle suit, look, I'm not afraid to fucking let Ren not pull. Look, I don't, Ren, I do not want you pulling punches anymore. I want you to punch them very hard.
Oh, don't worry. I very much am.
The Dark Heresy team does not get the comfy times.
Yeah, so we don't punch you that hard. Look, you're going to be safe on the colony right next to a warp rift you're going to. It's very
I don't
nice.
like those words.
It has a police precinct, an infantry garrison, a spaceport. You'll have water, you'll have communications, transit, electricity. And there's even a medical plaza.
That I'm running.
No, that you're part of. You're running a small part of.
It still counts.
You're running a learning hospital.
Look, is it not the most in-character thing for a Mechanicus to massively upplay the importance of their role?
Yes.
Actually, instead of doing 60 mag,
I'm wondering why you're not doing
no.
66. Oh, you
Oh
are.
no, they are 66.
Ah.
I'm just debating whether to, because again, I'm like, okay, we're not pulling our punches anymore, so I'm just like, okay.
We don't
Is
have to
this
place them
enough?
all at the map on the map at once.
Oh, I'm just placing these down to know what kind of like punches we're not pulling. You know what I mean?
Okay, okay.
Okay, there's 3 hordes, 6 fucking fiends of Slash, and a keeper sound demonic incursion enough to people? Or
For a
does it
start.
need more?
Sounds good for a start.
Okay.
Oh, right. There's something we can put on this map. I'll save
Could
this
you
for when
put a
if they choose not to evacuate by the time the fourth home is beginning its evacuation. And this green one has nothing to do with it. But you remember what was in orbit?
Oh, I'm aware what's in orbit.
Okay, just making sure.
For those of us who don't know,
I'll briefly
Okay.
show it on screen here.
Oh god, that means we actually get to fucking put them on the field. Oh god.
Wait, I have to figure out, or have to remember which color blue I was using for the text. Let's see.
Would you like me to tell you, or would you like to see it? Red.
Ren said she was going to show it.
I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna show it. No, I do not feel bad about this. Alright, where is, are they under, yeah, they'd be under, no, that's, yes, yes, here they are.
Thankfully, if I recall the notes correctly, there isn't that many of them.
There's only 2 of them. And I believe
Yeah,
it
but 2
was
of them.
a,
Marrying.
desecrator and a, despoiler, if I'm not mistaken.
Let me double check. So it would be Crash Landing Sector. It should be here. You probably never heard of it. Yeah, I'm checking here. Where's your Exodite world? Love Shack the shit and Cronus. Found it. Okay, yeah, I found them. It is a Dominus Valiant and a Questorus Abominant.
Okay, a despoiler is a valiant, basically, and an abominant is an abominant.
if you're fucking throwing knights, that's definitely gonna make the party go, run.
Yes, which is why I'm waiting till the fourth wave of evac starts.
I imagine it's roughly the point where they go, okay, we're evacuating a different way, and they fucking leg it.
That's if they get the fourth evacuation, because the third evacuation may not be Eldar.
Oh.
With what comes out of that building.
So it basically just depends on what order they hit them in.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So, what I am thinking, Bren, if you want just this force we have down here for the demonic forces to just be this for the initial start,
Mm-hmm.
every turn that passes, a new horde appears.
Yes. And more hordes appear in each round. As in everyone else starts getting in on the fun.
Like, these three hordes alone is already gonna make it fucking hard. It's why I've been debating whether to scale them down or keep them high.
We'll see how they deal with this during the first evacuation, during the first round, and then just go from there. In other words, we're gonna wing it.
Because I know they're gonna definitely have most of their assets here.
Yeah.
Because it'd be a crime if we don't.
You know it would also be a crime if we didn't?
What's that?
This is gonna be for a second round of evacuation, but I'm just gonna slip them onto the GM layer real quick. Let's see,
Oh yeah, I should
let
probably
me
put
find
these on the
it.
GM layer myself. Actually, let me pull you back.
Aw, we don't have one. Oh, well, we have something close enough. That cannot be the size of that.
What are you looking at?
Battle wagon. No, wait, I'm gonna do something even better.
You know what? Here's a better question.
Huh?
Here's a better question. How about we roll to see what fronts they're on, just to make this interesting.
You know what? Roll me scatter to see which one it's gonna break through, yeah.
Yeah.
I've
Because
decided
I'm
this is too
thinking...
good. I'm decided those two deployment zones are too good not to. In my humble opinion.
So let me get...
They're very
do you want to just grab
sadistically placed.
Yeah. So
And I
let's
did
play it
roll for
fair.
which home is which.
Where's the scatter diagram? There it is.
On any character page ever.
Oh. Well then.
Oh, you get. Okay, I'm gonna do this. This is still to the south. Oh. Oh dear. Hmm. This could
Look,
get
I gotta be
really
real here.
bad.
That's the point of this, right?
No. You see where those orcs are entering, right?
Again. My point still stands.
You know what happens if that little area of the map gets damaged, right?
Oh, I'm well aware, because here's
Okay,
the
just
thing.
making sure.
Look, I'm just gonna be real with you, alright? I'm just gonna be like right real with you. Hmm. If they don't deal with the orcs, and that webway gate gets destroyed, everyone here's not gonna be in for time.
Saoirse's gonna have to start doing a ritual, and then it's subjective survive. And that's really not gonna be a good time.
I appreciate that this is doing a fantastic demonstration of the power difference between the two parties.
Yeah, these ones deal with things like hordes of daemonettes and gargantuan squigoths, as well as keepers of secrets.
And, potentially having Chaos Knights appear. I mean, there's the Dark Heresy team, which is, oh fuck, a Gene Stealer appeared. What a perfect cliffhanger for the session.
Hey, Ren.
Not even a Gene Stealer pure strain, just a cultist.
Yeah, like, it's a very big disparity between the two.
Here's my question to you, Ren.
Yeah,
Gargant or normal?
Gargant.
Oh, you evil bitch. You wanna throw a Gargant?
I'm. I don't wanna. I am.
I'm gonna tell you right now. This is definitely gonna make Caracans want to leave.
Too bad he knows the only exit needs protecting, huh? At least until he can get into it.
So here's the question: what is the webway gate protected by? Because we should definitely populate that. That should definitely have guardians.
Considering the intensity of fighting on this planet, roll me a 1d3.
1d3. If you make me roll fucking shadow specters, I swear to the dark gods.
No shadow specters.
Because I
Oh.
didn't set those. What did you roll? What did you roll?
He's an Overwatch. He's an Overwatch.
Oh, you ass! I need to stat him now. Fuck.
You can re-roll it. I can roll one. I can put one of the other two down.
But at the same time, it makes sense.
He's the one who would be here. Let's be real.
Put him down. Just I'll have to stat him later.
I'm not sorry. Right. Then.
For context, Red, Death Jester, they actually have stat lines.
Oh.
Clown Stodays. Three members of the troop usually hang out with him.
Yeah, but that's the troop. I'm thinking like Exotype forces, friend.
Yeah, this guy's not even gonna make himself known unless it gets too dire. He's gonna be laughing. Do we have Wind Riders?
Oh shit, another thing I haven't said.
Okay, don't worry about it.
Let me
Fire
make a note.
dragons have been deployed.
We have fire dragons.
Yeah, we'll deploy some fire dragons and some Pathfinder. Well, Pathfinders I'm going to be using for marking civilians. That'll get way too confusing. It's probably a bunch of Corsairs.
Honestly, I could see maybe Wraithguard.
Hmm.
No. Actually, there's an NPC we're missing, which I'm definitely gonna add. You know what this calls for, Ren?
An
Hear me
Altark?
out. For Guardian. No.
Hmm?
Wraithlord.
Yes, that was my second answer. This does in fact call for a Wraith Lord and accompanying Wraithguard. Oh
What's a
boy, oh
typical
boy.
squad of a... What's a typical squad of Wraithguard?
Like 5.
Okay.
Why that boy only 1 by 1?
This is a big map.
Oh,
No, put him back. It's a big map.
oh.
Put him
Just that
back.
big a map,
This
huh?
is just... It's that big a map.
Yeah, that's why this is a gargantuan.
Does
So
this
I
give
don't
you a
have to
sense of
change
scale
the
now?
size.
Does this give you a sense of scale then?
Yes.
So I need to change the... There we go. The ruler should be fixed now.
I can tell you for free, one of them is trying to gonna park one of the vehicles on just one side of this fountain to force the Slanesh forces to come in through the other way. And then if the evacuation still somehow goes well, because they managed to deal with these 2 zones and Slanesh patrol, their efforts are just gonna get totally ruined on the 4th wave. Because of this. Because of what's dropping in the fountain.
The important question is this going to terrify them or kill them?
Definitely one, probably the other.
Oh. No, you were correct, Ren. This isn't to scale. My bad. You were indeed correct.
Yeah, because I was about to say, they size hulking.
I thought I would have corrected it, but oh well. Go ahead and set up their formation, but there you go.
Yeah, let me just,
Let me just throw some guardians here.
yeah.
Just to make this more dire. Do we do guardian hordes or guardian individuals?
Ooh. Are we using the Deathwatch Eldar Horde rules
I'll be
from that
importing
one
those
book you
here soon.
linked?
I'll be importing them, don't worry.
Alright, as long as it properly reflects their stats, sure.
Oh, you mean the fucking... No, I did not get around to correcting these.
Oh, don't worry about it then. Yeah, Horde is fine. Never mind.
Alright, what's the typical guardian squad?
About 20? 10 to 20? Their
We
guard
do 20.
equivalent?
Like a horde of 20 guardians protecting these lines seems about right.
Be about... Oh, That's way larger than 20.
He's a big lad now.
That's at the size of 40,
Yeah, no.
my friend. Or that's at the size of 30, rather. 20 would be about 3 by 3. Or
Let me
4
shrink
by
that down a
4.
bit. Again, these need to represent guardians, so...
Yeah, they're more spread out, so I'm saying 4 by 4. They're still a horde, though.
Oops.
The Farseer is not appearing in this film.
How many guardians would you say we should put on the map? Because that is typical Eldar militia.
I'm gonna say something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 4 squats. And
Okay.
this one bears the skull and crossbones. They're Corsairs. They're Corsairs.
What does
Let's
that
spread
mean?
them out a little. So the guardian squad over here.
Corsairs are Eldar pirates. That's it. Eldar have very literally named things when you ask why it's named like that.
There we go.
For
That seems
example,
about spread out.
you may
Actually,
ask why their Baneblade equivalent is called a fire prism.
Is it a prism?
It's a giant prism that shoots a fire laser
Incredible, honestly.
on a grav tank.
Speaking of, anything else we should add from the Eldar arsenal?
One thing. One thing.
Don't worry, by the way, I will send in the Wraith Lord later.
Just gonna put 4 of these guys out here at to protect. Gonna put a squad of these guys in. I believe 5 is the squad size.
Yeah, it's usually like a 5 as a squad size for fire dragons.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a squad of fire dragons out in front of the gate.
You know what? How 40k do we want to make this?
Let's make it not truly dire, not yet.
I was gonna say, because again, I have to pose the question, because we do have that boy, but I know what it requires for it to come out.
Which thing again? Sorry.
The avatar of Cain.
Oh god, I don't want to have to resort to that, boy. But if the webway gate gets destroyed, yeah. I know who the young prince is, quote unquote.
Who would it be?
You remember who high-fived Calmus?
Oh.
It has to be an Exarch or Autarch.
I know. It's why I specified. I know what's required of the fucking avatar.
I don't.
Would you like
Educate
to?
them on the lore.
It's
Yes.
really depressing. So, Eldar, to explain this, I have to explain Aspect Warriors a little. Aspect Warriors dedicate hundreds upon hundreds of years to their own form of warfare. They're basically elven Power Rangers.
Fantastic, I love it.
They can awaken the Megazord, aka Avatar of Cain, if one of their temple leaders, an Exarch, aka someone who got on that warrior, someone who is stuck on that path and has become a Gestalt consciousness by donning the Exarch armor. They have to kill themselves now to invoke an avatar, awaken an Avatar of Cain.
Ah.
Yeah.
They have to sacrifice themselves to become the vessel to host Cain.
It's not a fun sacrifice.
It's why it's specifically called an avatar, because the host is the avatar, and they're embodying Cain's wrath.
They basically go up onto this altar in front of a huge statue. They get they ritualistically stab themselves. And then their life force is transferred to the statue. Yep. And since they've been following an aspect path of Cain so long, it's what serves to power Cain. And not just open it up for warp possession. Because these things can just be opened up for warp possession. The Eldar don't want you to know this, but it's entirely possible.
That's really bad if it happens.
It's only ever happened once. And it wasn't even Chaos that managed to pull it off. Also, welcome back, Dark. I don't know if you're talking, but I saw you disconnect and reconnect. Or did I disconnect?
No, I can still hear you.
Alright, cool.
But I don't hear him.
But, yeah, spoiler alert, never be a, never try and go awakening an Avatar of Cain. It's not gonna end well for you.
Yeah, I imagine bad things happen.
In the best case scenario, you die. You die to power a really the most dickish war god in this setting.
Worse than Korn.
He has a better temper. But Korn is a god of war. Cain is a god of war and murder.
Ah.
He may be a bit more rational and calm-headed than Korn, but that's not a good thing in this situation. Because he's a god of war and murder.
Which means that he's calm, but that means he's more tactically minded.
Ask any Azurani about Vol. Ask any Azurani about that, why Cain is called the Bloody-Handed. Ask any Azurani about when their gods had a little bit of infighting because Isha's daughter decided to be really fucking stupid, and Asurian incredibly lazy. And Vol
I'm
was the
sure I'll
only
have the
guy who
opportunity to
decided to
ask
nut
one
up.
day.
To be fair, when your niece comes in and says, hey, our mortal species is going to lead to your eventual demise, and you will be torn asunder, the the answer of kill everyone would enter most war gods' heads. To be entirely fair to Cain. And then Isha started crying when Cain decided to just start going butchering entire planets of the younger Eldari race for funsies after the war in heaven because of this. Though to Cain this was self-preservation. So she bitched and moaned at the leader of the Eldar Pantheon, Asurian, and he said, "Fine, we're cutting off the warp from reality. No more visiting the kids."
Oh no.
And so Isha decided to get around that by making these things called Tears of Isha. They're little gems. You can hold one in the palm of your hand. They drop on any worlds where the Eldari lived, or have a sizable population nowadays. Though sizable population means they're the predominant civilization on that planet, and it's at least in the 8 digits. So objective impossible.
Yeah.
Just because Eldari colonies aren't that big anymore. That's just not how they do
I
things anymore.
wonder why. I wonder what happened
To
to
be
them.
fair, the craft worlders were the ones trying to get people to at least put the coke down on Monday. I will say that. I will say that.
No, it's fair, but it's just, it's still a point of,
They were also,
I
though,
wonder where they all went.
also a large percentage of craft worlds died because they kept trying to evacuate for too long before they just up and booked it. So remember, the craft worlders aren't at fault for Slanesh Patrol. It's the rest of them. Okay, now that my Eldar glazing session is back over and I can feel my viewer retention rate bleeding from me talking about space elves because everyone else just wants to say elf bad, elf bad, elf bad, elf bad.
It's okay. I'm a fellow elf glazer, I guess we'll go with.
So yeah, after Cain started doing that, Anisha said stop, and Asurian took the laziest answer possible because Cain wasn't satisfied. So it's like, fine. So Asurian just said, fine, you know what? Kurnos is their dad. Go nuts. Kurnos is, your niece's dad and Isha's wife. So, you know what? Do whatever you want with him. And, Cain spun the wheel. The wheel landed on torture forever. And so he
Oh
started doing
boy,
that.
my favorite!
And, nobody liked this answer except Corn and except Cain and Asurian. Corn didn't exist yet.
Imagine living before the Chaos Gods and fucking up so badly that they come into existence. One of them being directly your fault.
Only one of them is the Eldari's fault. The rest of them was just all the other species of the galaxy.
I mean,
Combined.
at least they also made the fun one.
I'd argue Zinch is the fun one.
Well, as long as your answer's not Nurgle, I'll accept it.
Uh, Also, if Dark's mic is not working, uh... Oh, he's just setting more stuff in. Okay.
I wonder if he's been trying to speak this entire time, but we just can't hear him.
I think he's just setting up stuff. Anyways, to keep discussing on this bit of Eldari history, very abbreviated and Flanderized. Vol, the Eldar god of craftsmanship, and I will have you know, also best Eldar god, because he's the only guy who wasn't. Hello again, Dark. Can you hear us now?
No, I've been able to hear you. Can you
Okay.
hear me?
Yes,
We
I
can
can
hear
hear
you now.
you.
Weird. But yeah, no, I'm just working on stuff in the background. Don't mind me.
Yeah. But ultimately, yeah. A lot of people took exception to the torture forever answer of Assyrian's ruling, but no one really wanted to go against Assyrian because he leads their pantheon, and they're also part of that pantheon.
That's fair.
So, one god, however, didn't give a flying fuck about Assyrian's ruling. So he marched his ass up right to Cain, and Vol, the god of blacksmiths, the god of the forge, the god of crafting, said, "Hey yo, Cain, you a bitch ass. I bet I can make 100 swords in a year, and if I do, you gotta free him." And
Based.
Cain said, "Bet." And so Vol made 99 swords in a year. However, he didn't have quite the time to finish the 100th. So, since he knew all the best crafts elves in the land, he just kind of pinched the best ever mortal sword.
Yeah, I was gonna say, with 100 swords, you could easily kind of just, sneak an extra one in. No one's gonna notice.
Yeah, that's what he thought too. Unfortunately, this is a god of war. If anyone knows the quality of a sword, it's a god of war. He is so in tune with every weapon he can tell. So, in any other case, that would have absolutely worked. Except Morai Heg. But that's another story entirely. But since it's Cain, it didn't work, because Cain knows the quality of a sword when he sees it. And he knows if something is on the ultimate level of anything mortals can ever achieve versus something a god spent 3 days trying to shit out. Yeah, he's gonna be able to tell the difference.
That's fair.
Oh.
uh,
Huh.
and so a bit of a civil war broke out when he found out one of the swords was faked. One side being Isha, Vol, and Kurnos, and one side being Cain and anyone who sided with Cain, which some of the Eldar gods did side with Cain, and some of the Eldar sided with Cain, surprisingly enough. And this was a whole shit scramble that fucked over their species between the War in Heaven and the fall of the Eldar. Because just at some point in the Eldari Empire's ascension, this happened. We don't really know when. We know it's after the War in Heaven, but like way before the fall of the Eldar. So, yeah, eventually it concluded with Assyrian saying, "Okay, everyone fucking stop." Kane, look. I know they're free now, and I know you want to keep spinning the torture forever wheel, but what if we just give you Vol instead, since he did all this? And Corn looked up. Corn looked back at his notes. Kane looked back up. Kane looked back down at his notes. I keep saying Corn instead of Kane. Assyrian, forgive me.
The names are annoyingly similar.
Yes. I should know this. I'm an Eldar fan. Assyrian, forgive me for my transgressions. Uh, Kane looked at his notes. Kane looked at Vol. Kane looked at his notes. Kane looked at one of Vol's anvils. And then Kane had like the most sinister Grinch smile to his face.
Oh no.
And so he said, yeah, okay. And so he like grabbed Vol in one bicep and Vol's anvil in another, dragged him back to his lair of ultra murder and war, and chained Vol to his anvil and forced him to pump out quality swords for him for the rest of Eldar.
Ah.
And then until Slanesh was born, that is. But we all know what happened then.
And what happens to Vol in that case?
That is an excellent question, actually. We don't know if Vol got a meet. Well, Vol is dead.
Sad.
Outright. There's no denying Vol is dead, though Vol may have an inheritor god, but that's another story entirely. And these are gods, so saying they're dead is very iffy.
More like in hibernation.
Slanesh's stomach might be the better answer.
Oh. That's bad.
Yeah. That's where all but 3, maybe 4 of them are. And I am coping, seething, and reaching on that 4th.
I think if she ever learned of this, local tech priest's opinion would be, I mean, you guys had a god of crafts, that makes you kinda cool. Omnissiah better, but you're kinda cool.
Fun fact. There's evidence to indicate the Omnissiah actually is the one who ended up taking over the job of maintaining the Veil after Assyrian and Vol. At the very least.
Ooh, this actually is
As
pretty
a fun
cool.
aside. Which is really awkward because that means the Omnissiah lost their colleagues.
Yeah. But also that's not something local tech priest would know, so her opinion would just be, you guys are cool because you had a god of crafts. Shame bad things happened to him.
Yeah, the Eldar don't like talking about their gods because the Eldar don't like their gods that much. It's... Do you know how Greeks were more afraid than enjoying of their gods?
It depends on the particular god in question, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. GW stole a lot of Greek plagiarism when they wrote the Eldar gods.
That's
Because
fair.
they were originally the High Elf gods in fantasy. And Ulthuan has a lot of Greek aesthetics for being Elf Atlantis. Sorry, the Elf Atlantis donut.
The donut. I played a
Oh,
lot of
that's
High Elves in Total Warhammer.
You know, it's really funny you say that as I'm looking up references for stuff right now to get like a token for like Eldar civilians because Ren wants to incorporate them. Literally, one of the posts here is like, ah yes, feudal exodites. They're just fucking high elves. Dead
Hold
ass.
on, do you want an image for Exodites? Because I have one on hand, I think.
I mean, you can make the token, it's all Gucci.
Let me, let me.
Unless you want me to make a token and
I'm
send
gonna
it
move
back
an
to you.
image just into chat that a very talented artist does, and I cannot read their watermark. But if I would absolutely tell you to go follow them on Twitter.
Here, we'll trade. You give me the thing, I'll give you this thing.
Okay, okay.
For sure.
Ah! I'll make the token. I'll make the token for civilians.
We gotta evacuate the civilians.
Real! Real! I have my own grimoire, as reads the text.
Oh, a Wraith Lord shouldn't take me too long to fucking cobble together, actually. Give me a second. Duplicate. To go
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
With their Wraith tractor.
That's definitely be piloted by a fellow Exodite. I mean, Exodites have eschewed advanced technology, but that's like... But they live in the Garden of fucking Eden. So they're pretty much just modern hillbillies.
I'm making that moonshine.
Exodite moonshine is a thing that you can attempt to acquire. Its rarity is unique.
Well,
Because
Ren.
you can only find it in very specific places.
Yeah, Dark?
Oh my god, Ren.
Hmm?
Which one are you thinking of using? That's
The
cursed.
guy. The guy.
He's still going? No.
Eldar Exodite worlds after the galaxy's been thrown into the craft worlds are slowly dying off and some crazy religious sect is trying to create the god of the dead. Wraith tractor shed with the Alpha Legionnaire in it. When the Alpha Legionnaire is manning the Wraith tractor. That is basically what Eldar are. The Exodite Eldar are, though, Dark. That is basically what Exodite Eldar are. Here, I'll put it in VC chat. It's just American Gothic, but Eldar. Oh, right. Would you like to know some colony statistics of where you're heading to? You do actually get to know these. This is not classified
Sure.
information towards your acolyte.
Sure.
Uh, so you're going to the night, you're having a nice vacation. Your entire party is having a nice vacation in the colony of Hell's Gate this Sunday.
I don't know if Hell's Gates exactly,
Look, Majos Logisti Phi and Turing can assure your utter safety. And he has a represent advisor from a nearby night world known as Secreston Stanley Stinson, a satrap, who used his money on a shit ton of support upgrades.
Actually, which system is this? I need to check myself.
The witness.
Oh, they're in that system. I see.
Yes, we're dealing with the funny in 1B.
1B? Thank you.
Yep, the colony's there. Basically what we did is we took the Satrap's profit factor bonus and applied it to support upgrades. But I told Lakane if we roll a 10, we can make one an infrastructure upgrade. And we rolled a 10.
So what was made in infrastructure upgrade?
The Hellcotta colony, right?
Eh.
Oh, you're on that world.
Yep.
What was made the infrastructure upgrade because of a roll of 10?
Second transport infrastructure.
Oh, and what does that mean?
It means we looked at the fact we had transport, communications, and power, but no food distribution or water management. And we said more transport. We're just going to keep shipping water and food from off-world. For now.
You know, I just realized something reading this myself. Are you literally in like a fucking dome? Are you like in a hive dome or something?
So this is a manufactorum complex, with active warding arrays around there's AC, yes, there is aircon.
I mostly say, because if this is the world I think it is.
It is the world you think it is. They are in a dome. They are in a dome.
Red, all I'm gonna tell you is, don't go outside.
That was
Why?
already Red Cell Directive.
That is true. That is already my directive, but why?
Well, they have the planetary notes, right?
Yeah, I'll copy paste the planetary disinfo.
Okay.
They have
put
access
like
to it
this.
because their personal objective ties heavily to information regarding this planet. But yeah, these domes also have one giant wall complex around that one area that just fucking burns you to death because it's no longer fucking burning people to death. There's a larger issue.
If
Hey
you don't
Dark,
have
what's the easiest
protection,
way to solve a Catan shard?
I don't know.
What's it like having your mouth stitched closed at an all-you-can-eat Las Vegas buffet?
Ren, that is fairly specific, and you know I'm not American.
Okay, to answer your question, we virus bombed the Catan shard. Sorry, vortex bombed. So the rift is, it's no longer actively just killing people who are on that front. But this colony faces an entirely different problem. Because it still needs to hold this area militaristically. But there's no option for a military fucking colony in Stars of Inequity, so I just chose an industrial one.
I mean, industrial is military, if you think about it.
Exactly. And it's AdMech, so.
If there's one thing I could definitely say, though,
Would I know the bracketed section under the Arbitrator's precinct there?
Yeah. We'll let you
Okay.
know. You'll get that information from the boss of Sex Fucker himself.
So basically, as long as, I acknowledge the fact that they're going to look the other way on certain matters, I can still probably benefit from their help if I can make it a mutually beneficial prospect.
Yes, you will absolutely be able to bribe the cops. You will.
Good
I
to
keep
know.
going tiny. I keep. VTube Studios, stop being stupid.
oh wait, it is this world. I remember this
But I
world.
look at that climate and the air quality and,
Yeah,
haha,
don't
I don't
worry.
need
You're
to
in
breathe, and I'm
domes.
in sealed power armor.
You're in domes, and until all the domes get finished construction, finish their construction, y'all are here.
Yeah, but like even if we leave the dome, I'm in sealed power armor and I don't breathe, so
Yeah, and your
You know you have to
Chimera
like
is not airtight.
you know you
the
have to
rest
keep
of the party won't have a good time. I'll be fine.
Well, you'll be
Red,
fine.
Red, there will be moments you will have to recharge that thing, right? I know you have the means to do it, but just
Yeah,
gonna
but that
say,
just
you will
counts
have to
as
recharge that.
sleeping.
I'm a tech priest. My fucking power armor is charged by my potentia coil.
Yeah.
It's why I don't say too much about it. But yeah, no, I remember this world. Now, this is the funny world. This is the world where you step 1 foot on the wasteland, you just die.
Yeah, Lakane came to me with a backroom deal, but for politicking instead of, jumping around horse baloney or borsaloney. And so Helgata and Lakane behind the scenes have been working on dealing with the issues in the nurse systems preemptively.
Also, I'm working on statting out the stuff for my Chimera because I have to adjust the weapons on the copy of the sheet you gave me. Is the autocannon a heavy weapon? Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
And it's the storm bolt of its basic.
yes.
yes.
Okay.
I've been playing way too much Death Watch.
Oh, I could have told you that one.
Yeah, but I've been playing with a lot of vehicle rules as of late.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Look, Ren, I want you to know tomorrow is going to be a fantastic day. It's the day I get to play in a session and I get to drive in my car. That's it. I got into a mission and all I do is drive a car and I'm the fucking psycher.
But yeah, virus vortex bomb on the Catan shard.
If there's one thing that's definitely going to be spicy, it's when Al finds out that Charles has been working with Helgata. That's going to be spicy.
Oh, don't worry. Okada doesn't mind.
Yeah,
Al
but it's the
does.
meme. It's the meme, Ren.
Yes, yes. However, Helcata is also partially doing this out of obligation to rid the galaxy of one more fracking Catan shard. Or
For
sorry, a shard of Antipath Incarne.
for context, by the way, Red, there's been a funny interaction with your boss when it comes to my main character in the Rogue Trader.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so the Farside Enclave boss does not like me, specifically.
What?
Well, you see, there was kind of this issue where there was a Gryan on board and they were trying to kill me and take my place. So I side promoted them to an incompetent rogue trader who I knew was going to get executed by custodies. And that ended up going the worst possible way for diplomatic relations.
Because it turns out the custodies weren't even needed because one of the rogue crew did it.
I did not take into account the crew would kill their own rogue trader, and that was the biggest error on my part.
And for context, the lackey that Ren sent became good friends with the Farsight leader for a good while. Then that same person backstabbed the entire dynasty just to try and get a leg up on Helkata.
Yep.
So, the Farsight leader forever blames Renvalia for instigating the death of her friend.
I don't know, that just sounds like a skill issue. You're the one who chose to, trust the person she didn't like.
She didn't know. She's fucking... Okay.
I
How?
wasn't even in system when that happened.
You gotta consider one detail. Tau. They're incredibly naive.
Yeah, they don't know the significance of robe differences. They don't know that
That's
if
fine.
you look at a burgundy maroon robe and you put a tech priest with an orange robe and you take them into the same room, only one is coming out alive, and 9 times out of 10 it's the orange robed one. That is my bias.
But yeah, for all intents and purposes, there's a lot of passive aggressiveness that goes on with your boss whenever they do business with the Rogue Trader Dynasty.
There's a lot of one-way passive aggressiveness if we're being more realistic.
Oh, I know. It's just funny.
It is very saucy, yes. Uh, uh.
Anyways, let me get that. Wraith Lord. We need a token for a Wraith Lord.
Yes, we do. Okay, Wraith Lord, Wraith Lord, Wraith Lord, the Wraith Lords.
Look for some cool Wraith Lord art.
Cool Wraith Lord art. There is the iconic Iandan Wraith Lord, but... Or what I consider to be the most iconic Wraith Lord image.
Is it the first image on Google search?
No, but it's in the second row of Google search.
Then maybe not that. Alright, 85 strength.
But yes,
Jeez.
for reference, due to your cell directive, you get to be told all this. Yeah, you're going to a domed colony. It's very nice. Has a space elevator.
And just, don't go outside or you'll die.
Yeah, the, air is like a, shit, what's that desert you guys have?
It's the... Okay, so
What's
this
the
entire
Australian
world...
desert?
Yeah. Shit.
I don't
The
know if it
Outback?
actually has a name.
Is it the Outback?
Kind of, but it's like not the name of the desert. That's just kind of what we call the, like, deserty country region.
Okay, yeah, imagine if the Outback had the AQI of Beijing. And then throw demons into the weather. Then throw demons and random Necron patrols into the weather.
And then, in addition to that, if you go to a very specific part of the desert, you just die.
Oh no, there's a warp rift there now, due to my actions. Or by the time they get there, there will be.
Oh, so the extremely hot temperate area of Asshole Tep's dynasty has been altered.
The Catan shard, remember? Was causing it.
My guy, have you looked at our notes and you think I'm gonna remember every single one of them?
Fair enough. But,
I still think it's really funny that, like, because we didn't get the promotion after the first case, there's just this random technographer who knows, yeah, we fucking blew up a fucking Catan shard, and now we're trying to colonize the world. Please ignore.
informally you're of a higher rank. You're just technically a technographer right
Yeah.
now.
What is my informal rank?
You're on the fast track.
Fair.
You are on the extremely fast track for accepting this cell directive. If you don't fuck it up.
Yeah, so basically, if I succeed this, I'm pretty much just in a circle.
Yes, she'll have entered Helkata's circle of people she can reliably trust in this goddamn fleet.
I assume even if I fail, as long as I, like, actively put in my best efforts. Like, if I'm
If
reporting
you put
all of
in
our
your best
movements...
efforts, you'll get more chances if you fail.
Yeah. It's like, if I report all of our movements where possible, and it's something outside of either of our control...
If it's something outside of control, it's something outside of control.
Yeah.
You'll
Which is
get another
basically the
chance.
only way failure would happen.
So yeah, it has a, Mechanicum station.
Okay, that's hilarious. I just realized something.
It's a Mechanicus colony. It comes with one, but what?
A Wraith Lord has no skills in anything.
Bullshit.
Apparently.
It does. You're telling me it doesn't have dodge and acrobatics?
No,
Bullshit.
it's in Rogue Trader. Cronus Bestiary, page 57.
Okay, Cronus
Oh,
Bestiary.
I'm gonna give it dodge, because I know this thing's fucking at least dodge.
It at least has dodge and acrobatics. They can move almost like they were as Eldar. Like, Wraith Lords are scary motherfuckers.
You could look there, it's right there. It's
I
kinda
see
silly.
that. I see that. You know what? You know what? I'll tell you
Yeah.
what.
Mm-hmm.
We'll give it dodge and acrobatics. And we'll let it wield D-cannon.
It doesn't need a decal. I was just gonna put in the rest of the shite, honestly.
Oh, no, no. I mean, isn't D-weaponry an option for Wraith Lords?
Let me look.
Pretty sure it
Bright
is.
Lance, Missile Launcher, Scatter Laser, Shuriken Cannon, Star Cannon. No, it's not an option. Oh my god, the Star Cannon actually scary though.
Oh, yeah, no. Star cannons are terrifying. I would highly recommend some of those.
Well, look, if I'm importing a fucking Wraith Lord, I'm gonna put the whole arsenal in. It's
Well,
just
I
a matter
mean,
of
they get
pick
4
one.
weapon slots. They get 2 shoulder mounted and 2 wielded.
Oh my god, that Wraith Sword though.
Yes, at least one Wraith Sword, you gotta.
It's a fucking Wraith Lord. Why would you not bring the fucking,
Sword. The iconic.
Exactly. It's not a Wraith Lord if it doesn't have a sword.
Exactly. Not really, anyway.
2d10.
It's like a
Plus
Saiyan
11.
without their tail. Yeah, there's still a Wraith Lord, if you can call that being a Wraith Lord.
Look, I'm looking at this
I'm
fucking
making a
thing's stats.
DBZ joke.
Look, even adding this thing to this goddamn battlefield actually might buy a lot of the shit we're throwing on the adversaries a chance. Deadass. Like, the wildest thing about a Wraith Lord, it has no talent. It has one crushing blow, nothing else. Which is crazy. It doesn't
Yeah,
even have swift attack.
which you'd think it would. Because Wraithguard have swift attack.
Yeah, right? Just, it's fucking crazy.
Mm. Okay, thank you all for tuning in, and thank you for enjoying our encounter design. I will tell you how this battle goes next week, and I will catch you all tomorrow.